welcome back to Kickin' It with CoolKicks. I got two special guests with me. I got my dear friend THACH NGUYEN in the building.
What up, baby?
I got my boy Lorenz in the building. How are you guys doing?
Oh man, we doing, baby?
Chilling, man.
Right?
Y'all always doing. Every time I open my social media feed, I see my guys on the social media feed.
Well, my man, Lorenz, man, he handled all the social media behind the game, baby.
Yes, sir.
Behind the
Yes,
scenes.
sir.
So let's talk about that because I know what he does on a day to day.
Yes, sir.
What do you do on a day to day?
So I basically just am the brand builder, the content strategist, social media strategist. We built this from the ground up, 0 to 3.5 mil.
Wow.
And we reached 50 mil a month.
50 million people?
Yep, a month.
Wow.
Across all platforms.
Incredible.
Yes, sir.
That's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
No bot, baby.
No bot.
No bots.
Yeah.
I recently
Organic.
checked our impressions too recently for YouTube and Instagram. We did 100 million last month, which is incredible for a sneaker lifestyle fashion culture brand. So I already know how hard it is. So for you guys to do those numbers, especially in a real estate industry with that niche audience, salute to you guys.
It's very
honestly.
niche.
Appreciate it,
It's
man.
very
Right?
niche.
This is why I think the struggle for us is always creating good content, because it is such a small niche that you got to really do really good content to even get massive growth.
So let's talk about you. The people that don't know your story, obviously they know who you are today, but how'd you get to where you are today?
Right. Refugee from Vietnam.
Okay.
Came over here in 1975 when I was like 5 years old.
Okay.
Came over here, started from zero. I got it when I graduated from high school in '88. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I went to college for about 3 years to fix aviation airplane.
Okay.
And then after that, I found my passion to do sales. And then it happened to be real estate sale.
Okay.
I started as a realtor in '91 when I was 21 years old. And I started just selling a lot of real estate from just door knocking, 100 doors a day, 5 days a week. And I started making money. And then one of my mentors says, you can be rich by selling real estate, but you only can be wealthy when you actually own real estate.
Okay.
And so I bought my first rental house in 1997
Okay.
by making money from selling real estate. I just bought rental houses. And then from there, every time I made enough money, I just buy more rental. And then fast forward today, I buy a lot of single family. I built multi-unit and I built apartment buildings. And then now today with social media, with Loren working with me, then we're taking all that, creating more eyeballs so I can get more eyeballs that want to learn how to do real estate. They bring me deals from that.
Okay.
And then from there, we take that, man, and we buy more deals from people bringing us deals every single day.
Wow. So how many units or how many properties do you guys have at the moment?
Right now, I have probably close to 80, 90 single family home.
Wow.
Half of them right now I'm putting ADUs in the backyard. And then I have probably 400 or 500 apartment units.
Wow, really?
Yeah, multi-unit apartment units.
And for the people that are out there that don't know about ADUs, what are ADUs? Because when you told me, it blew my mind. I was like, wow, I didn't even know this even existed.
Right. ADU right now are accessory dwelling unit that you can put attached to the house or in your backyard.
Okay.
And so right now, affordable housing is such a big demand right now. City is just trying to figure out how to create more housing,
Okay.
how to create more affordable housing, how to create more affordable rentals.
Okay.
And they are allowing across the United States right now, if you got a backyard, you can convert that garage or the backyard into an accessory dwelling unit, and the square footage can be 1,000 up to 1,200 square feet. And they can rent those out and make good money for them.
And it just builds equity of the original asset
That's
that
right.
you bought it.
That's right.
That's unreal.
Yeah.
So how did you guys get connected?
So when I was in my early 20s, I started off with a YouTube channel, right?
Okay.
And I would just interview people who had success, millions and money, and I just wanted exposure because I come up from nothing.
Okay.
Come this small town called White Center, and food stamps, all that, growing up. And so he was like the 7th interview or something like that. And so after I interviewed him, I cold called him, I emailed him, I tweeted him, and so from there I just told him basically what I did. I was just editing videos for fun, and I started off in middle school doing that. And then his social media person left to San Diego, and it was just right time, right place. Wow. And then we've just been working ever since.
How many years have you guys been together now?
Probably 7 now.
Wow, 7 years.
Yep. We started when did we start? The first thing was Instagram, right?
First thing was Facebook.
Facebook.
Facebook and Instagram.
Right.
Which is Nothing back then.
Right.
And then we flipped that. IGTV came out, Reels came out, and that's when the exponential growth came.
What is your biggest social media platform currently? Is it TikTok?
Your TikTok at 2
TikTok?
mil.
2 mil?
2 mil TikTok. We're about to break 1 million on Instagram now.
Yeah.
We just broke 100,000 on YouTube. We just started YouTube 100,000
Yep.
YouTube.
Really? That's impressive.
Okay, right. But right now we got 7 different platforms.
Yep.
How many platforms we do? How many video we dropping a month right now?
Probably doing about 60 uploads.
60.
Yep. 2 videos per platform.
Wow. Impressive.
Trying to add Twitter. We're doing a lot of YouTube shorts.
YouTube
and
Shorts is the wave right now.
that's where the
YouTube
growth is
Shorts
right now.
is killing it for even us. Like last month we did 15 million views on YouTube.
Yep.
And then TikTok we just started maybe a couple months ago.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
almost at 200. But the one that we've seen our most growth is obviously YouTube. Our
Yep.
YouTube's just been nuts. But Instagram Reels is crazy too.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these social media platforms are pushing short form content. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
Yeah, for sure.
So like Instagram Reels is like massive. Like that gets a lot of impressions, awareness, and stuff like that. And I've noticed consistency is very important.
Yep.
You can't just post once a month. You got to be on it in order to crack the algorithm and get it overboard. So
How often do you guys post? And how many platforms do you post on?
we post on TikTok. We have a big show on Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Am I missing anything? I think those 6.
And you guys just upload it and then edit it one time and upload the same video on every platform,
No,
or
it's
contextualize
different.
it.
So we have a company that runs our Snapchat.
Yep.
We have a company that runs our Facebook. We have a company that runs our TikTok. In-house, we do Instagram. We do YouTube in-house. I think those and Twitter we do in-house. It takes a lot of time because with us, we build a lot of long form content. Obviously, with YouTube with all these celebrities coming and our sneaker buyouts and stuff like that. So now we have teams where they're extracting our long form content and getting those clips and now dishing it out, the shorts, the reels, the TikToks, and then those videos go viral.
Yep.
So essentially, we're double dipping. For us, what's so valuable is we are a brick and mortar location. But now we've become like a media agency or brand, like a social media company.
Yep.
Because of the content that takes place at this venue. Because our long-term vision is to become bigger than sneakers. Like this is cool, sneakers is cool, but now we're like a lifestyle brand. We can put our hands in this industry and do it because we have such a big influence with culture and fashion, but you can start doing that. And that's what makes you guys so unique is you guys started with real estate and you guys have such a huge fan base and a huge niche audience in real estate, but now you guys can extract to like the meeting we just had. You know what I mean? And just opens more doors. So
Yeah, tell them about what our goal is also, because we're not even in real estate anymore. Real estate is like your shoe business.
Yeah.
But our big picture is what? With
Yeah, just like before, like when you guys started, it was just shoes, right?
Yeah.
For us, it was just real estate. Now we plateau, you go to a different level and you broaden out. So we do like lifestyle content, we do parenting content, family content,
Teens.
relationships, teens,
money,
school.
finances.
that's smart though. That's how you become bigger than just, you don't want to be sent in a box.
No.
Because once you conquer one industry, you're at a plateau. Like, what more can you do? There's only so many people that love sneakers. There's only so many people that love real estate.
That's right.
But once you have the original fan base, now you can broaden out to different industries and take over that industry.
That's right. That's right. And that's what we've been doing a lot this year. That's why the growth is happening a lot for us.
Yeah.
We just really want to just broaden up our niche and just talk a lot about that. Teen has been a big thing for us.
Yeah.
Right? Every time we post a teen video, we go crazy.
Yep.
Finances tip, go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know you're into cars.
Yep.
What's your rotation look like nowadays?
Right now, I got my G63. I got my Bentley Flying Spur. I got my Rolls Royce Ghost.
Sheesh.
And I got my F8 Spider. And then I just picked up the Euro. Did you pick up a Urus?
Yeah, I got a Urus. Yeah.
I
gang.
just
I
picked
saw
up
the
my
race too.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just picked up the my black Urus.
Okay.
And then I got SF90 Spider coming this September. The new Rolls Royce Wraith, the electric one.
Oh, you ordered it?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then 2024 be here.
Wow.
And then the 296 Spider Ferrari.
Wow.
That's
You have
that's
a
in the
couple
rotation.
$1 million car portfolio right there.
Yeah, bro.
You should have invested in an appreciating asset, not a depreciating asset. That's what you be saying in these videos.
That's right. That's right.
Every time I look and see somebody buy a car, I always your voice goes in my head. You sure not got these? You should have bought these.
But the good thing is, we get these cars where they're rare.
Yeah.
We can drive for a year, sell it, still make good money.
And you get it for retail.
You get it for retail. And it help the brand, the lifestyle, content. But the good thing is, you know, I have a lot of assets. A lot of the assets is actually paying for a lot of the cars. You know, so which is a good thing.
A lot of people there, good friends of mine are also investing in watches. I don't know if you're in the watches industry yet.
We just met with David Lee today.
Okay.
Right, the Ferrari collection, David Lee.
You okay?
Right, and we were just talking about watches and certain luxury watch. He says if you can get a hold of them, man, they're definitely money right there.
See how like real estate has a niche community?
Same thing.
You know how car has a niche community of like individuals that can only get it at retail.
That's right.
Limited. There's a watch community
That's
too.
right.
There's watches that it's like sneakers.
That's right.
And a Travis Scott shoe retails for 160, but the resale might be 1500,
That's
right?
right.
10x.
10x.
An AP, a Rolly, a Richard Mille,
That's right.
Mille, the retail might be 50K, 100K,
That's
but
right.
the resale might be 500K.
And that's the thing about. I was just telling David Lee this today. It's relationship, man. It's worth more than money, bro.
That's priceless, honestly.
100%.
So if you can actually build good relationship, you know, throughout your journey.
And I recently just got the watch guy.
Yeah.
After and you know how I met him? I met him courtside at the Lakers game.
There you go. You see? So relationship, man, I think is like the bigger thing. I think people overstep. They try to go out there and overstep relationship and trying to hurry them get there so they can get their bag of money. But they realize, man, that they can go a long further. They can actually take their time, build a relationship on this journey, because at the end of that journey, you have way more than the bag.
People fail to realize that relationships are very, very important. Never burn a bridge. You never know who you're gonna run into.
Never, bro.
It's
Never.
like today, like I introduced to a person. That meeting today could be worth $1 billion in 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
I'm being serious.
Yeah.
But that's how life is. I met him 3-4 years ago at the Weekend's manager's house.
Wow.
Right? And he's put millions in my pockets too.
Right.
But if I never met him back then, I wouldn't be where I am today too.
Right.
And vice versa. Like this today, we're gonna look back and be like, damn, we just made $1 billion off
That's
of this.
right. Yeah, I mean, with what we talked about today, and some people that it's gonna help build this thing out. Man, we'll look back 5 years from now. I think turned into $1 billion, bro. We can be sitting good.
They don't buy any car. You can't tell me shit. What, outside of what we talked about today,
Yeah.
what is your both of you guys? What's your 5-year vision? Like, where do you want to? Like, where do you guys? What's the future look like for you guys?
Tell them what future is for the next 5 years. We just talked about this with our social media and our lifestyle.
Yeah. So as we brought in, the most important thing for us is to get more eyeballs, right? More eyeballs, the more things you can do with it, whether it's products, services. So that's the next step for us.
Product services. Nice.
We don't know what it is
It's
yet.
new currency.
Yeah.
Eyeballs is the new currency.
It
for us.
is. It's content. Content's currency.
That too, right?
Yep.
Right. Content create eyeballs.
Yeah.
Eyeball create, you know what I mean?
Opportunities.
Opportunity, right? Currency. And that's what our focus right now is to really just hit hard for the next 5 years on just creating good content and growing the eyeballs. And then any opportunity or services or product that's aligned with us, we're in it. Just like today, this opportunity we talked
yeah.
about.
Massive. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you're married. I know you have kids.
Yep.
How do you balance that with all that work? Like you have hundreds of properties.
Right.
You have thousands of students you teach.
Right.
How do you balance that?
The good thing, my wife, she's in real estate with me. And so we do everything together. She runs the real estate, the back end part of it. She talked to the architect, talked to the bank, talked to the builder. I talk to them too, but she runs it, she coordinates it. And then my job to go out there and build relationship and find more opportunity. Right? And then with the kids, right? One is a freshman in high school, one's a junior. And, you know, we try to involve them in all the real estate aspect so they can learn.
Okay.
Because we know that when they get older, they want to do real estate. And so we want to have them invest in real estate with us, put some of their money into project we're doing, take the money, buy a washer and dryer machine for all the different apartment buildings I build. And then we want them to basically learn hands-on because later on, you know, when we walk away, if they want to keep this business going, they can learn how to run it. We didn't give them the business. They learn how to do it when they're young. And that's how we try to balance this whole thing with them.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I really love about you, not only are you humble, but this knowledge that took you decades to learn.
Man, decades,
You're
bro.
so open. You it's free knowledge. You give it away.
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
a lot
it's
of people
already-
try to keep that sauce
That's
to
true.
themselves.
It's free game out there, but they don't share almost everything free game. But most people who want to know about ADU, they can find it.
Yeah.
But there's so many different things that I share that's so in depth that most people don't want to share.
Yeah.
And I'm good with it because the thing is, most people you and I know it's all the free game out there. How many people actually take the action to even take the action on the free game is already out there?
Yeah.
Let alone the in-depth free game I give them.
There's so much free game out there. I feel like people who it passes them. They don't take the time to actually sit there and look at it, ingest it,
Right.
and then facilitate over.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, I have no problem giving free game. It made me feel good by helping people anyways.
Yeah.
And whoever want to take it, good for them. But majority of them, they don't take advantage of it.
You're right. That's why I try to preach in a lot of our videos or podcasts like about sneaker resale. Like sneaker resale industry is gonna peak over 30 billion in the next couple of years, which is it's probably one of the fastest growing industries in the world. It's so much money in it. You know, sneakers. It's unreal.
Right.
But so many businesses come and go because it seems easy outside looking in.
Right.
But when they get into it, they shut down because they don't know what they're doing. Right. You have to create a brand.
Right.
And with what you did, you created a brand.
Right. Right.
So
Yeah.
any words of advice for anyone out there that's trying to get into either the sneaker industry or the real estate industry? Any words of advice for how to either maintain a brand, or create a brand, or just become successful?
I'm going to give him a tip about real estate. I'll let Loren give him a tip about entrepreneurship or branding.
Sure. Okay.
So for me is whatever you do for a living, right? Selling shoes, flipping houses, working at Mickey D's, working at Starbucks, whatever you do, you know what I mean? Take some of the money, right? Spend it on yourself, pay your rent, pay your mortgage, save at least 20% of your money, and then take that money that you save and then invest it into an asset and let the asset grow. Because I tell you, like for real estate, the next 10 years, bro, the market's gonna go hot again.
So you're predicting it right now it's gonna get hot.
Guarantee, bro.
Is it down right now?
It's down right now at the bottom. It's about to come out of the hole.
Okay.
If you can invest in real estate now, you're gonna have a good 10-year run.
I thought it was already high. So it is low right now?
It's low, bro. It's
Man,
low.
the prices are high as shit in LA.
Every 10 years, the market goes up.
Okay.
It take then 2-year correction.
Okay.
22, 23 was the correction. 24 is the new beginning of the 10-year. You invest at the beginning, 24, 25, and it runs the next 10 year again, like it did in the last 4 decades.
Yeah.
Whoever invests at the beginning, 24, 25, they're gonna get all that appreciation all the way to the next 10 years. And if you just ride at the compound interest of the real estate,
Okay.
historically, Seattle, it appreciates every 7 year, which it appreciates every 7% every year. That means every 10 years it doubles. So if you buy something here at the beginning of the cycle, it will double at the end of the cycle.
Wow.
So you're just winning, just holding on to it.
But you don't think it's gonna go down to how it was in the late 2000s? What was it, 2009
Yeah.
when the market crashed?
Nope, because that was a false banking problem. Right now we got a lot of people with money.
Okay.
They just have to have this correction to readjust what's going on.
Okay.
But the next 10 year, this cycle is running again, bro.
And the interest rates, the incline of interest rates hasn't lowered the demand?
No. Matter
Really?
of fact, there's people right now that got money, they're buying, but interest rate is coming down because they are getting control of this inflation.
Okay.
But when this interest rate starts to get down here more and more toward the end of this year, you're going to see the market picking up more and more.
So you're telling me right now, and the thousands of viewers that watch our videos, the time to buy is now.
Because the price is still low, you can get a good deal. And when the market come down and rates go down, folks, you can refinance the property in the next year or two. So right now, it's a good deal to buy because the price is low. Don't worry about interest rate, right? You might not make a lot of cash flow right now, but a year or 2 years now, when the interest rate go back down, you can refi. Now you got a good deal and a good interest rate. That's why you want to buy now. What tip you got, bro, for branding and for the young kids out there?
I think attention is the game. Whatever you can do with your eyeballs, get eyeballs first on every platform that you can get on, short form, long form, written word, audio, podcasts, and then do something with that audience, with that platform. Because now a lot of big companies right now are just building content, creating content because they know this is the way, whether it's short form. And so whether you want to do e-commerce, Amazon FBA, flip shoes, get a side hustle, trading, stack your money up, invest in real estate because now is a good time to buy, build a high income skill, and then build an audience. You can sell a course, products, and keep going on with that.
Unreal, bro. This is impressive. Wow. What's your background with education? Did you go to school for real estate? I know you said you were a real estate agent.
I went to high school, finished high school, and I went to college to fix aviation airplane.
Okay.
But that wasn't my passion. My passion was in sales.
Okay.
So I just took real estate sales, and then I just mastered that.
Okay.
Master from selling, master from understanding the market, understanding appreciation of the market, master owning rental property,
Okay.
and then master creating cash flow, and then that's been my education. Just real street, just know how to do it on the street.
One question everyone even asks me is like, how did I get to this, right?
Yeah.
And I always tell people I didn't get to this overnight. I started with 1 shoe, flipped it to 4 shoes, 5 shoes, kept on going, right?
That's right.
In your instance, to buy a house is way more expensive than buying 1 shoe.
That's right.
How did you have the money saved to get your first property?
Well, my first property, I never own a house. So as the first house, you can buy, first time home buyer, all you need is 5% down.
Only 5?
5%. So if a house is cost you, let's say 700 grand in say in California,
35,000.
right? You need 35,000. You know, hustle up, go flip some shoes, get your 35,000, buy that, house hack it, live in it, rent out some room, right? Rent out the garage, all right? Make some money, save enough, right? And then what you do is you rent that out, you go buy the next house, and the next house, again, you can put down 5% again.
Okay.
And you duplicate that.
Just keep going.
I bought the first 5 or 10 houses. I put down 5% over and over and over. That's how I got into the game.
And if you can get that many loans,
Yeah, because the next house is your second house. So
Okay.
you live in there, you can put 5% again, but you turn that other house into a rental.
okay, and
First
then
house.
then what was it after the
Then
second one? What do you do?
Then you live in that, rent out, house hack it again. You can live in one room and rent out the other couple room. Have somebody help you pay the rent.
Okay.
The mortgage, right?
And then what? Get another
Then
third?
turn that into a rental. Buy another house again. Put 5% again because every primary you can put down 5%.
Wow.
You can even
It's called
recycle your money. Tell them about the recycling
do
your
you
money.
recycle your money?
Yeah, down
Yeah.
payment.
So the other thing you can do is buy the house, let it appreciate. When a property appreciate, you can refi it,
And
pull
put
some of that
equity
equity out, and then take that money buy the next house.
Mm.
That's
See.
called house hacking, baby.
Wow. And so if you do the thing you said, the ADUs and stuff like that, and you
Yeah.
you get a reappraise,
Reappraise.
you can pull that.
You can pull that equity out and take that down.
So that
the
money
equity
that you
and
just
redo it
spent in
again.
the ADU, you got it back. It's free.
That's
and
right.
You just build equity.
That's
Yep.
right.
Wow.
And you get the
The
back-
key
backyard
is
for
right now
free.
you might not make a lot of cash flow because of the interest rate, but just go get this property, take less than appreciation on cash flow. But when the interest rate go back down, you refi it, then you get
Do
the better
you
rate.
think interest rates will go lower, like to what it was
Yes.
before? Because before it was what, 2%?
Oh, I ain't gonna go that low.
And today's how much? 6, 7%?
6.5, 7.
What do you think it will go? What's the low again would be?
They said
3?
they say probably low 4, mid 4, which is still good. People have been spoiled anything below 4.
Yeah, it was so cheap back in the
Yeah,
day.
they're below 4. You know what I mean? But 4, 4.5, bro, is still good. Solid economy. Solid.
If I was a kid and I had $100,000 saved, what would you tell me? What should I do?
I will go, if you haven't owned a house yet, go buy yourself a house
Where?
wherever they live, right? If they live in California, go buy a house that need a little bit of work. And then make sure you find a house with a alley and a detached garage in the back.
Why?
Because you can turn that garage into a ADU, auxiliary dwelling unit.
Yep.
Costs about 90 grand. to do
Okay.
that. So you buy the house, you put down 5%.
Okay.
Okay. Then you can live in it, rent out some rooms, help offset the mortgage.
Okay.
Take the rest of the money, rehab the garage, then turn that into a rental. My friend right now, a student, it costs them about 90 to 100 grand to rehab the garage, and they're renting the garage out right now for like a studio for like $2,800 in
A
California.
garage?
Yeah, bro.
What city is this?
In Long Beach.
Wow, they're paying that much?
Yeah. Yeah. 25 to $2,800
So that's
for 500 square foot studio.
That's a
Brand new.
stream income right
It
there.
is, bro.
Yep.
It is. So that's what I would do for someone who had 100 grand who's young right now.
How do I find an ADU?
You find a house with a backyard,
An alley?
an alley if possible. If they don't have an alley, it's a side yard to get to the garage, right? Turn that garage into it, and you find one of those, it's gold.
Wow.
Gold. That's the new sliced bread right now.
You have 1,000+ students. What is like one success story that makes you proud all the time?
I got a couple right now that they had no experience in real estate. They're from Tampa, Florida. They're a pharmacist and engineer, and they was hesitant on joining the program to learn. They pulled the trigger a year and a half ago. Today they just bought their 7th rental property.
7?
7th in a year and a half in Tampa.
What does that look like in equity? A couple $1 million worth of assets?
Exactly 1.1 million. We just did an interview with them recently.
Wow.
Yeah.
All within a matter of 12 months?
Yeah. A
Year
year
and
and
a
a
half.
half.
Wow.
Year and a half. And they had no experience.
No experience.
They went and bought a house that needed a little bit of work. They rehabbed it. It got reappraised. They refi. pulled some of the equity out, took the down payment they had, and some of the equity, they did it again. They did it 7 times already.
And they learned this whole method through you.
That's right. That's a great story right there.
Wow. I remember last time we did our sneaker shopping video, and remember I met you in, I forget what city it was, Long Beach, maybe somewhere in Downey. Downey. The person you had introduced me then, that was a success story too.
We're going to his house tomorrow, and he bought a house over in Downey, and he about to put 3 more ADU in the backyard.
3 more?
Yeah, in the backyard, bro. So a total of 4.
Is there a limit of how many ADUs you can put on a property, or it just depends on the lot footage?
Depending on lot footage and then how you design it. And so technically, he's gonna put a house. He got a house. He gonna put an ADU behind that. He got to put another house, put ADU behind that house. So to have total 4 houses on this one lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
And majority of your portfolio obviously is in Seattle because that's where you're from.
That's right.
Do you have real estate investments outside of Seattle?
I got we just finished building a 98 unit apartment building in downtown Oakland.
Oh, I remember you telling me about that.
So it's done now. It's rented up now. But pretty much the most of it right now is all in Seattle, from single family, multi-unit, and apartment building, all in Seattle.
Wow.
Yeah. Seattle's a good market. Strong appreciation.
And you understand it. You've been there. How long have you been in Seattle?
Man, pretty much since I was 5 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. 52 now,
A market that I've heard personally that's growing massively is in Canada, especially Vancouver,
Yes.
Toronto. I have
Yes.
some friends in Vancouver, and they said, wow, the property, getting land there, building on the land,
right.
and then selling, that's a lot of money.
It is.
Have you ever explored international markets?
I haven't, because Seattle's such a good market. I can make so much money there. And the price is relatively still a good price. I can add a lot of value to it and make a lot of money on it. And this is why we said earlier, we can create that opportunity we talked about in the back room for Canada.
Game changer.
Game changer, bro.
You just open doors for people to make millions, billions of dollars.
Exactly, in Canada.
In Canada.
Yeah.
A whole nother market
A
that's
whole
never
nother
been
market.
touched.
Haven't been touched yet, bro.
And that'll drive value too
Yes, it will.
in the whole economy.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What keeps you up at night?
Tenant that ain't paying.
Does that happen a lot to you guys?
Not much, right?
But you guys obviously have product manager.
Yeah, we got product manager. That's what keep me up at night on just property. Sometimes when it takes longer to lease, or problem tenants, but that comes with the territory. What kept me up last night is just all the new inspiration that's coming to me. That I'm like, oh man, we can do this. We can do this. The stuff we talk about today now, stuff that me and Loren talk about.
Yep.
You know what I mean, about eyeballs. That's a good thing to keep me up. That one. So I'd rather have that than the tenant thing.
100%.
But it come along with when you try to grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of the game, so I accept it.
What do you recommend someone that's trying to get into the real estate thing? Condo, townhome, lot, single family home. Like, what's a good investment, or what's do you think the best ROI would be for somebody trying to get into the industry?
Well, we always preach single family
Yeah.
because it's the most easiest thing. With condos, sometimes there's HOA fees they have to pay for,
Yeah.
and it's one building. It's not a standalone type thing.
Can't write off the HOAs.
Yep.
Right.
So single family is the way.
I'm actually condo shopping right now because personally, I don't like houses because I'm scared that anyone can just knock on my
That's
door,
true.
right?
Yeah.
I'm paranoid. People know me. I don't want no one following me home, stuff like that, right?
But
Condos,
certain condominium, certain city
Yeah.
are more are good for condos.
Like
Like
what,
where you at?
Vancouver,
LA,
Vancouver
Vancouver,
too?
BC.
yeah, Vancouver is very
Yep.
popular for
Right,
because
right.
of the city.
Because it's just dense.
Yeah.
LA is dense, so condo is good.
So the condos I'm looking at, but then just speaking of the HOAs, I just got a tour 2 weeks ago. HOA on a monthly basis was $5,500 a month.
Dang.
Damn.
Is
Yeah.
it who that doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
the
it don't make no
the
sense.
pool is nice, the valet service is nice, the room service, the bar, all this,
Right.
but $5,500. Come on, it's
that-
gotta
that-
be reasonable.
yeah.
That one is tough, bro.
And then any other one, like any $2 to $3 million, $4 million condo, the minimum I've been seeing is $2,300.
Yeah. The only bad thing about it is you can't write those off. You know what I mean?
What can you write off the property tax?
Property tax,
Interest?
interest, appreciation, depreciation, the property wearing down,
Okay.
remodeling. But the HOAs.
Why not? Why can't they write off HOA? Well, what law is that?
I know, right? I don't remember the exact word, but reason, but it's not really for write off.
One last question before we end this video. How do you save taxes in real estate? Any words of advice for that?
Man, there's a thing right now. If you own real estate, It's called a. I just did it the other day. When I went blank all of a sudden. Well,
My boy don't want to tell me the
No.
techniques to save money, does he?
but of course, if the biggest way to pay tax, save taxes, you got to invest in the real estate asset. So you can write off interest. You can write off, the property, deteriorating. You can write off rehabbing, right? Cost segregation. Cost segregation is you buy a real estate piece of property, and you can defer and write off 27 and a half years of the taxes, all within the first year.
Wow.
Like I just did one. I just did that recently on some of my building, and I just saved literally $500,000 in taxes. So I don't have to pay any gains.
Wow, really?
Yeah, bro. I'm doing that now for a bunch of my other property now.
Well, my accountant told me when you get money, just save, invest in opportunity zones.
That too, for sure. Yeah.
What is opportunity zones for someone that doesn't know what it is?
Opportunity zone is you buy property where in the area where the city says if you build and rehab in these area, and you create more housing, you don't have to pay. You can defer property tax for 10 years.
10 years?
10 years.
But eventually you got to pay.
After that,
You
But
can't
just-
defer it another 10? And just
Maybe.
defer another 10 until
Maybe.
you die and you just enjoyed all
or
the
you
money?
sell it and you go buy something else and start over.
Taxes, man. Taxes will kill you.
They kill you, bro.
Man, it's sad. Once you get to a level where the government takes more than you make,
That's why you gotta try.
that's what keeps me up at night.
Yeah, that's why you gotta be smart, man. Learn how to defer these taxes as long as you can.
That's what every successful person is telling me. Like they some of my billionaire friends, what they do is they get hotel chains and you can depreciate the
That's it.
assets and they just keep flipping their
Just keep
gains from
flipping.
that, put it into
Start
another
over,
asset.
drain it out, and then buy something new
Keep
again.
doing
Start
it,
over
keep doing
again.
it. And
That's
it's
right.
literally just a never-ending cycle, so
That's
you just
right.
keep deferring it.
That's it.
Wow, we learned a lot. Shout out to both of you guys, man.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate both of you guys swinging by. Wish you guys nothing but the best. Very excited about what we're working on.
Yes, sir.
The world will know soon. To everyone out there, make sure to go check them out on their social medias. Their links will be in the description. And on that note, thank you for kicking in with CoolKicks. Peace.
Peace.
That was a good episode. Very knowledgeable.